Hey guys, it's Nick. Welcome back to Slammer. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll never miss out any uploads. In today's video, we're going to show you our top 5 horrifying real demonic possessions. Demonic possessions are featured in some of the most horrifying moments in films. The mere thought of a paranormal entity seeking refuge within the body and soul of a living human being is enough to give anyone the shivers. Demonic possessions does not end with the invasion of the human body. It spreads to the possessed, inflicting havoc on their life and the lives of those around them. If you're lucky, you'll never have to deal with a case of demonic possession in real life. However, for those unlucky enough, there are terrifying stories of authentic possessions. Here are our 5 most horrifying ones. Number 5. John and Betsy Bell. The Bell family were the victims of one of history's most contentious episodes of demonic possession during the early days of America. The entire Bell family were affected, but the father John and the youngest kid Betsy endured the brunt of the nightmare. The apparition was dubbed the Bell Witch. The demon would frequently communicate via John, claiming to know what will happen in the future. It constantly tortured Betsy by violently assaulting her, yanking her hair, leaving marks on her body. After the demon said that it was going to poison John, he subsequently fell ill and died shortly after. After John died, the family no longer felt the presence of the entity. The Bell's family case is well known due to the conjecture around the cause of the possession. Some believe that the family was cursed, or that the site on which they built their home was cursed. Others say that a family member, possibly John, sexually abused Betsy, earning the demon's wrath. Number 4. Julia. One of the most disturbing parts of the story of a girl known only as Julia is that she was diagnosed with possession by a psychiatrist rather than a priest. Dr. Richard E. Gallagher alleges that this woman would go into trances and hover in front of him, speaking in voices that were not her own. She had knowledge of secrets that she had no means of knowing, and would go on demonic rants. A voice instructed the doctor to leave the girl alone during one session. Julia was then scheduled to undergo exorcism. Julia repelled the holy water poured on her throughout the exorcisms, causing the chamber to become excessively hot. It is thought that she was eventually rescued from the demon's clutches. Number 3. David Berkowitz. The people of New York City were terrified in the mid-1970s as more and more tales about the Son of Sam killer filtered in. This enigmatic murderer would leave cryptic and taunting notes for police at crime scenes, as if he reveled in his sadistic atrocities. The killer was eventually identified and captured. His name was David Berkowitz. Berkowitz was subjected to many police interviews. Berkowitz confessed that his neighbor's dog was possessed by the devil when probed about his motivations for his acts. He added that the dog would approach him and instruct him on what to do. Berkowitz later revised the story, claiming that he was killed as part of a satanic cult ritual. This caused many to conclude that Berkowitz was the one who was truly possessed by demons. Number 2. Arnie Johnson. Arnie Johnson's story is one of the most horrific examples of demonic possessions in recent years. It all began when the Glatzel family relocated to a new home. David Glatzel, at 11 years old, began exhibiting signs of possession such as speaking in tongues and levitating. An exorcism was performed by priests, but it had little effect on freeing David from the demons. Then Arnie Johnson, David's sister's fiancé, made a grave mistake. He began taunting the demons who were inhabiting the small boy. Arnie soon began acting violently and going into odd trances. He was typically a pretty quiet person, so his outbursts of rage terrified his family and friends. Arnie's difficulties reached a gruesome conclusion when he fought his landlord, Alan Bono, and stabbed him to death. He later claimed that he had no recollection of the cold-blooded murder. Number 1. Anneliese Michel. Cases of demonic possession are often terrible, and Anneliese Michel's story is no exception. Anneliese began experiencing a slew of troubling symptoms in 1967, including the inability to look at religious items, a bad odor, and violent convulsions. Her behavior progressed to eating bugs, drinking her own pee, and even biting off a bird's head. She explained to her family that she was being possessed in order to atone for the faults of the modern world. Exorcisms were performed by her parents and 2 priests. Anneliese was subjected to 70 exorcisms in total, during which she did not eat or drink. She died as a result of dehydration and malnutrition. She weighed just 68 pounds at the time of her death. Anneliese's parents and the 2 priests were eventually found guilty of negligent manslaughter for leaving her without food for so long during the exorcisms. They have consistently claimed their innocence, stating that the ceremonies enraged the demons who refused to provide the girl food and drink. And with that, we end today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, peace out and have a great day.